A few months ago, we discussed the Blacksmiths Project Book by Antonello Rizzo. And I had commented at that time that this was actually the second book and was a companion book to the first one, which was not available in the English market, or the American market, I should say. It's available in Europe, and I think it probably had multiple languages in the book, so if you were English, you could read it. But lo and behold, I have received in the mail from Artisan Ideas a box that doesn't want to open. The Secrets of the Forge, Beginning and Intermediate Projects for Blacksmiths by Antonello Rizzo. So this is the first book in the series, Beginning and Intermediate Projects. So for a lot of us, this is probably the first book to go through. This is an outstanding book, and we're going to do some of the projects in that book. I just haven't had the time to get around to it yet. And the same thing with this, I did receive permission from Artisan Ideas to work on some of the projects and to record them here on YouTube so that people can see some of what the process of working on something out of a book that you've never done before looks like. So what's in this book? I haven't looked at it yet, so let's look at it together. Just like the previous book, the Blacksmiths Project Book, this is a very high quality book, printed on high quality paper, hardback. It's really a nicely printed and published book. So the very first thing discussed finials, ornaments, twists, and scrolls. And some of the twists that we've already looked at here, but some scrolls that we have not looked at here. This blown over scroll, we haven't tried anything like that. That'd be a really fun one to do here on the channel. This is a Liberty style scroll, or volute is what they refer to it as. And here is another version that they're giving the same name, but take a closer look at what this scroll looks like. This is just spectacular, and Rizzo's giving instructions in here on pretty much everything you need to know to make this. I think that's one we're definitely going to have to look at. It's more of the intermediate level scroll than it is beginner, I suspect. And on the next page, you see some other outstanding scrolls. I really like these double scrolls that are collared in the middle. We've looked at single scrolls and collaring, very similar to this, but we didn't assemble them in this fashion, so that would be worth looking into. Some very nice finial ends. And of course, I'm not going to go through the book page by page. If you want to do that, you're going to need to buy a copy of the book. So lots of good stuff. We have flower motifs. Some nice leaf work. Some great shops of some shops from Europe. Things that you won't see here. Different shop layouts, different forge setups. Sometimes you can learn a lot, not just from the projects, but just looking at some of the things in the background, the things they aren't really talking about, can tell you a lot about how another blacksmith works and organizes his shop. Here's a rose from sheet metal. That would be a very good project to work on. This one has 3 petals and a sepal. Very good stuff. Let's jump ahead a little bit further here. Here's a bird, it looks like. Here's a duck in flight. This is a very interesting project. Cut out a plate and then forged. Very simple starting point that evolves into a very elaborate project. And here's a dragon head, somewhat similar to the one that we've made here before, but again, it's a different approach to the problem, and they do it a different way, so it's worth trying somebody else's technique to see if you like that better. Take a look at this power hammer they have in here. Very similar design power to hammer to the one that is coming to Black Bear Forge in the near future. Great looking dragon's head. So just taking a quick look at some random titles of projects in the table of contents. There are flowers, there are oak leaves, a rose from sheet metal, which we kind of looked at, a lily, a butterfly, dragonfly, snail. So some nice little figures that might be a lot of fun to make. Lamp holder, elements for fences. There's some information on making Damascus if you're interested in Damascus and knife making. There's a blacksmith's lock in here. That's one that I would like to make. I would really like to know more about lock making. Lots of different scrolls, decorative rings, spheres. Loads of information in this book. This is another one that not only belongs in the blacksmith shop, but take care of it. It's too nice of a book to smudge up too badly. But it also belongs on the coffee table in the living room for those evenings when you just need to be inspired a little bit. Very inspiring stuff. I'm taking this one back in the house. I'm going to look through more tonight. And I think some of these projects are a little bit more straightforward than some of the ones out of the project book, which of course are more advanced projects to start with. So I think we'll probably look at some of these first. And as we move along, we'll look at a few of these. I'm not going to do them all by any means. If you want to do all of them, you got to buy the book. And I'm going to put a link down in the description to Artisan Ideas where you can go buy the book. Well, I hope you found that interesting. If you do pick up a copy of this book, I hope you find it inspiring and educational as well. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Love it if you hit that subscribe button. Stick around, watch some more of the videos, but then make time in your day to get out to your shop, make something, maybe be inspired by a project in the book, but do it safely, wear your safety glasses, and we'll see you for the next one.